If your hexagon cardigan feels too short, I will show you how to easily add the length and customize it to your preference. And another thing you may want to do now is add a little bit of the length to your cardigan, because this one at the moment it's quite a short one. So we can now start working at the bottom, along the bottom edge, to add length to make it longer, or as long as you want it to be, it doesn't matter. You just start from one of the corners, and again I'd like to attach my yarn with a standing double crochet stitch. You can use chain free method if you want, or a stacked single crochet, it's up to you. So we're going to make a cluster into the corner, and then going to work along this edge. We're just extending it lengthwise now. We're not making it any wider, we're just making it longer. So we're just working along the bottom edge, and that obviously means that we will be working in rows instead of working in rounds. You're just going backwards and forwards. You might be a bit worried because some of your stitches will be on the wrong side. It doesn't really matter, you won't really see it that much. So when you get to that bit where you've just finished your join, just make an additional cluster in between this join space. Just make 3 double crochet stitches in there, and then after you've done that, you can just move on and carry on making your double crochet stitches into each space, just going along this bottom edge. And then you get to the end of this row, we're going to do another cluster of 3 double crochet stitches just to finish off. And at the beginning of the new row, we are going to do something slightly different. So instead of doing another cluster, because it will start making your work a little bit wider, you just make your stacked single crochet stitch where you are, and then move straight into that space between the next 2 clusters, and make a 3 double crochet stitch cluster in there. So you, at the beginning of your work of that round, you will just have 1 double crochet instead of 3, because you don't want to flare out at the bottom of your cardigan. And then keep going all the way along the bottom edge again until you get to the opposite side. And once you're there, let's finish off this last double crochet cluster. And now you can see that you have the last cluster left, and you will make a double crochet to the final stitch. So it's not going to be obviously another cluster there, it's just a 1 double crochet. And now we're back to the way we always do things, where we start with a stacked single followed by 2 doubles. So this row will have an actual cluster in the front and at the beginning, and that's how you will be creating this length for the cardigan, that you make in 1 row, which is kind of like a full row of clusters, and the next row following will be made with just a 1 double crochet at the end and at the beginning of the row. And like I said, you can make your work as long as you want. This is how long I made mine.